And to dive into New Mexico football now, we are pleasured to be joined by the head coach of the program, Bob Davie. And Bob, we appreciate you as always taking the time to join us here on Campus Insiders. Unfortunately, you guys are coming off of a tough loss against Fresno State last Saturday. Coaches are always looking for things to build on, practice and teaching points for your program. So what is something you're going to take out of that loss and try and implement with your team?
You know, there's several things. First of all, credit to Fresno State. We all know how good Fresno State is, but we were our own biggest problems Saturday night. First of all, frustration led to some undisciplined things for our football team. Second, if you look at offensively, we had some missed opportunities, particularly in the first half. We had some open receivers. And when you play a defense as stifling as Fresno State, you better take full advantage of whatever opportunities you have. Defensively, a couple things. Number one, we didn't force any turnovers for the second straight week. And we let number 3, their wide receiver, Keyshawn Johnson, make some critical catches against us. We knew going in we had to contain him. So overall, it was a frustrating night. I do think, though, we are an improving team. And, we're looking forward again this week to play a 6-1 Utah State team that we know is in the same caliber as a Fresno State.
Yeah, Coach Davie, your next test will be taking on a Utah State team that's been stellar all season long on offense. So what are you stressing to your defense? What are your coaches stressing to that side of the ball to try and hold them in check and keep you guys in a game like that?
I think first of all, we've played a lot of offenses that are similar to Utah State, but I think the first thing you have to be ready for is the tempo. They do have the ability to get up there very quickly and snap the ball very quickly. The second thing is they're very balanced. So schematically, you've got to be careful, not to try to take away one thing when the other thing can beat you. Most of all, even though we're playing Utah State, this is about continued improvement for us on defense. Zone coverage a little bit against Fresno. We got exploited just a little bit by not being exact. So as good as Utah State is, it's still about us trying to improve week to week as a defense.
And as far as outlining goals for your program as the season continues to develop and evolve after each and every win and loss, you're still bowl eligible. Are you and your coaching staff still stressing to your team what is possible to achieve if you guys go out there and win games?
I think it's just short-term goals. We have an opportunity. Last week we played Fresno State, who was 5-1. We get the opportunity to this week to play Utah State's at 6-1, and we'll probably play San Diego State next week at 7-1. So we've got an opportunity here as an underdog each week, to jump up and make a name for ourselves. So it's not so much about what happens after game 12 or what game 12 will lead to as far as total record. It's just each week, with the challenges we face.
Well, Coach Davie, we appreciate you taking the time to join us here on Campus Insiders, and we wish you and the rest of your New Mexico Lobos program best of luck throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Call us anytime.